Ladies and gentlemen, the time has now come to give away the awards to the winners. I would like to share that it has been an interesting and a great learning experience for all those who were involved in these awards since last year. Despite the disruptions caused by the pandemic, a robust and a transparent system was followed in selecting the awardees. Before I hand over to my colleague Suresh to announce the awards, I would like to acknowledge the support of our honorable jury members, Mr. Shyam Bang, former chairman, NACB, former executive director, Jubilant Life Sciences Limited, Professor Manesh Chakravarti, senior professor and chair, Center for Product Design and Manufacturing, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Mr. Pranjal Sharma, economic analyst, advisor and author, Mr. Bhaskar Mandal, former head, Digital Industries, Siemens Limited, Mr. Suprakash Chaudhary, executive vice president, India country head, Digital Industries, Siemens Limited, Mr. Rajiv Singh, partner, consulting, Deloitte. May I request the dignitaries on the dais to come down to present the awards. Suresh, you may please announce the awards.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to announce the results of first FICCI Industry 4.0 Awards. We are presenting 10 awards in two major categories, namely Overall Digitalization and Focus category. In Focus category, there are three subcategories in which awards will be presented today: Smart Product, Smart Operations, and Smart Customer Experience. The awardees have been selected based on three-stage process with the help of our empaneled assessors and jury members. Now let me start from first focus category, that is Smart Operations, where we are presenting three awards. I will request the representative of each of the awardee unit to come over and receive the award as I announce it. Let me now list out the names. The third prize, that is the Silver Award, goes to L&T Defense Hazira unit. May I request their representative to come over and receive the award. Thank you. Next, the Gold Award, that is the second award in the category, goes to ITC Limited, Bangalore Cigarette Factory. The representative has joined us virtually, so I will just request the IT team to pin the picture of awardee and the shield. Thank you. And the first prize, that is the Platinum Prize, goes to L&T MHI Power Boilers Private Limited. May I request their representative to come over and receive the award. Thank you. Then we come to the next subcategory, that is the Smart Products. Here again we are presenting three awards. The Silver Award, which is the third prize, goes to Somani Home Innovation Limited. May I request their representative to come over and receive the award. Thank you. Next, the Gold Award, that is the second award, goes to Gainwell Commercials Private Limited. Thank you. And the winner of first prize, that is the Platinum Award in this category, goes to M2NXT, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Bharat Freights Varna Limited. Thank you. Coming to the third subcategory, that is the Smart Customer Experience, we are giving one award in this category, and the winner of Platinum Award goes to Gainwell Commercials Private Limited. Thank you. Finally, we come to the overall digitalization category, where we are presenting awards to those organizations that have looked at the solutions holistically in their organizations. We are giving 3 awards, and the third prize, which is the Silver Award, goes to Bosch Automotive Electronics India Private Limited. Thank you. Then the second prize, Gold Award in this category, goes to Larsen & Toubro Limited, Heavy Engineering. And finally, the Platinum Award, which is the first prize, goes to JK Paper Mills Limited, Raigad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. As we know, there's a time constraint and Minister has to leave. So we have 10 certificate of appreciation also, which we'll be presenting later after Honorable Minister's address. So may I now request the Honorable Minister to address the gathering. Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Sanjeev Mehta, President FICCI, Dr. Rene Van Berkel, India Representative for UNIDO, Surya Prakash Chaudhary ji, Chairman FICCI Industry 4.0 Committee, Sri Rajiv Singh, Sri K.G. Chandrasekhar, for both the co-chairman for FICCI Industry 4.0 Committee, the other dignitaries on the dais, our esteemed guests from industry, media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. And I'm very delighted to join you all for the first of its kind of initiative that FICCI has taken today of organizing the first Industry 4.0 Awards and Conference. Very happy to join you all. And at the outset, I would like to compliment FICCI for coming forward, taking this wonderful initiative and honoring companies who have been at the forefront of the adoption of Industry 4.0. We all have heard of the first industrial revolution, the second industrial revolution, the third, and also now the fourth, Industry 4.0, which is the current trend of automation and data exchange at all levels of production, aimed at increasing productivity, efficiency, and also addressing the issues of sustainability, climate change, and a host of other such relevant ideas. I'm very glad that today awards are being given to 10 leaders who have shown this incredible commitment to move towards a digital transformation of their organizations. I'm very glad to learn that in 3 stages the assessment has been undertaken, and I was very happy to learn that the assessment team actually went physically on the production sites to evaluate and see your performance and the changes that you have brought about in the whole production line, the systems and operations, how they have evolved with technology. So I think it's a big effort that you have made in finally shortlisting who are going to be awarded today. So congratulations to the 10 awardees who are being recognized today, honored today, for their extremely exemplary performance. I'm sure you have a lot to contribute in terms of inspiring a lot of others who are yet to follow your footsteps. You've truly set an example, and there is so much that we still need to do insofar as the adoption of the Industry 4.0 technologies and systems is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, India is today in the Amrit Kal, the 75th year of independence, and we have 25 more years to go before we enter the 100th year of independence. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has a big vision for India at 2047. He says, while we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, when we are in the Amrit Kal, the 75th year, we must reflect on the progress we have made, the achievements we have made in this journey of transforming India. There is so much of reflection that we have done in various different sectors. And industry is also one of the sectors where we need to reflect how far we have moved in 75 years and what should be our agenda in the next 25 years. So when we have this big grand vision of 2047, in the next 25 years, the industry also has a big contribution to make, and one such contribution could be moving towards the adoption of Industry 4.0. Industrial sector in a major way can contribute to the economic development, which is both sustainable and also inclusive. Government of India is making all efforts to create an industry-friendly and a conducive environment. You all know about the various initiatives and reforms we are undertaking from time to time. My dear friends, today we have, over time I would say, Government of India's role has changed from being a regulator to a facilitator. You have seen how we have given tremendous emphasis on the creation of industrial infrastructure, how much we are reducing the burden of compliances, The National Single Window Portal has been launched. We have jumped many positions in terms of ease of doing business. We were at the 142nd position. Today we stand at the 62nd position. You've heard of the product linked incentive schemes, which has been extended to 14 different sectors because we want to promote domestic manufacturing. PM Gati Shakti is also one of our recently launched initiatives which is aimed at logistic efficiency, because logistic is a very important area of concern. We want to bring down our logistic cost from the current 13% to about 8%. So there is so much of effort that Government of India has put in. You've seen how the Startup India has grown after 2016, when the Honorable Prime Minister launched this whole initiative. At that time, we would not be able to imagine that the startup ecosystem would grow so big. But today, I very proudly say that in these few years, 2016 onwards, today we are standing in 2022. So just 5 to 6 years, and India has become the third largest startup ecosystem after US and China. Isn't that an important achievement to count for? Not an achievement, ladies and gentlemen. It is a big thing that we have done. And this March 2022, 100 unicorns. So look at the journey of the startups. And this unicorn wave is still going on. It is going very strong. This boom is continuing. I don't know how much more we have to see in this year. So whether it is PLI, whether it is ease of doing business, whether it is startups and unicorns, and the other industry-related initiatives, I am here to assure you that Government of India stands by you. And we are here to support you and facilitate you in every possible way. And the adoption of Industry 4.0 is something that we have to do together. Manufacturing, exports, both have to contribute. Because in the post-pandemic scenario, you all know how global supply chains have been disrupted. And there is a tremendous opportunity which lies ahead for us, for the country. On the industry front, I have just briefly told you about the initiatives we have taken. Even on the exports front, ladies and gentlemen, you must have learned about the two latest bilateral agreements, the FTAs that we have concluded. The India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, and also the India-Australia ECTA, Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement. Our performance on the export front has also been exemplary. We've had highest ever annual exports of $669.65 billion, which is a 34.5% of jump over the same period last year. Merchandise exports target, we set a target of $400 billion, but what we achieved was $419, and that also much in advance. Services export at an all-time high, $250 billion. So exports are growing. We are getting even more ambitious. Manufacturing has to grow. We're providing all support. We have to come together and make this happen. Industry 4.0 adoption is something that has to be driven. Maybe few of you have started, but you need to inspire others. Even our small and medium enterprises have to at least start thinking about the adoption of Industry 4.0. It might take a little bit of time because we do have the fear of unknown. But you know the big way in which the SMEs contribute to our economy. So even the small and medium scale enterprises, I was listening to one of the speakers prior to me, who mentioned Industry 4.0 reaching the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, which was surprising for me. I was not knowing that it has gone down to such a level, but I'm very happy to learn this, that even in the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities now, the small scale industries, people are at least recognizing the idea. This is something which we need for the country. And we all have to come together to drive this effort, because, like I said before, it will not just increase productivity and efficiency, but it will also contribute towards sustainability, which is becoming more and more business relevant as we talk about customers' demands, CSR obligations, and public scrutiny and activism on issues related to environment, climate change, societal governance criteria, a lot of other things, and tremendous talk going on climate change, climate neutrality by 2050, reducing the greenhouse gas emissions by at least 55% by the year 2030, and ensuring food security despite climate change and biodiversity loss. So this is a collective big target which we have to achieve, and that is why we all need to come together, because when we aim at achieving a high degree of efficiency and productivity along with sustainability and a host of other things, there is a high level of data exchange which will be required at all levels of production. And India, we can very proudly say that it has always been at the forefront of adoption of technology. So when we stand here today in 2022, we dream of a country which will have a technology and innovation-led economy in the next 25 years when we enter the 100th year of independence, and I'm sure we can all do it together. This award ceremony, I also learned, is going to be followed by a conference, and the conference will have several technical sessions. I was just going through the topics of discussion, so they're very wide-ranging. You will have discussions on best practices. A lot of awards today have been given in various categories: smart production, smart products, smart operations, complete digital transformation, cyber security, a lot of other things. And I see all those issues are going to be discussed in the various technical sessions which are being organized in this conference. So I believe this is a very good platform for people from the industry who have traveled from all over the country to be here and participate in this conference. It's a huge opportunity, learning opportunity for you, and a big platform to gain knowledge, sharpen your knowledge, and interact with the thought leaders and experts, and it will eventually help you to adopt the Industry 4.0 technologies and grow your businesses further. So congratulations once again, FICCI, for this wonderful initiative, because this is actually an effort to push all your stakeholders towards, I would say, a collective vision, because the way you want to see a digital India, a transformed India, a new India, a self-reliant India, that is what the government also wants to see. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji talks of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, and Atmanirbhar Bharat will not be possible unless we move towards more and more technology adoption. And you have seen his governance philosophy, you have seen his governance style in these 8 to 9 years. So many of our schemes are now being based on technology adoption, which is not just brought about transparency in administration and governance, but also the benefits are now actually reaching the true beneficiaries. There is tremendous faith that is being developed in the citizens all over the country. So technology is the solution. Technology is the way to move forward. And industry, as I said, has a lot to contribute to the growth of the economy and eventually the growth of the country. So let us all move together and drive the adoption of Industry 4.0 more and more, and realize the big vision of India at 2047 of being self-reliant. With this, I conclude. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again to all the award winners. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your very inspiring, passionate address.